Hi Collective, welcome to the channel, Cosmic Divine Dreamer. Hi everyone. So we're going to do a check-in on the current energies and see what is going on. This eclipse energy has definitely been a lot of chaotic energy has been coming out. A lot of big reveals, realizations, revelations, right? Being in between eclipses is extremely powerful, right? Because a lot of opportunities are coming in, a lot of things are closing out, a lot of big decisions, paradigm shifts occur, and that's why, you know, it takes steps and processes, because some of the things that are revealed to you, you know, they take time. You get this revelation, you get this realization, and then now you got to take action on that and make movement. You know, when you're closing out cycles and situations and things like that. So, yeah. So it's a process for some of you. So I'm just definitely going to be doing a lot of different types of readings. Okay, so watch whatever you feel guided to. I broke some down with my strongest placements to kind of help you guys, but I feel as though there's so much going on in my life that, you know, I see it all coming out in the cards, right? So I can't do all the collectives, right? So I can only do the ones that are the strongest in my chart, right? Okay. So anyway, I wanted to get into a collective reading for what is going on currently, right? So if you do want to catch them in real time, subscribe to the channel so you will get the readings as I drop them. Otherwise, watch whatever you feel guided to. They're all timeless too. So did you see the Hermit flip right away? I had one card flip while I was connecting with the energy, and it's the Hermit. So this could be the energy that you're in right now. You could be feeling that you're isolating, saying to yourself, getting some time to think. Seven of Cups is still coming out strongly because I feel there's a lot of options. There's a lot of things to decide and figure out at this time. So that's the strongest energy, and you know that's the best thing to do is to spend time to yourself, right? Because even though we give this guidance, you know, through tarot and, you know, the community and all of that, you still have to take what you feel and apply it, right? And that's why you got to be careful to not get like too focused on the readings and too pulled in, because it's a projection of the current energies, but you still have to use your discernment for what you feel, right? What decision, like, just because I'm giving you a storyline of how something's going to play out, it's really important to know not to create that entire storyline if that's not what you want. That there is room to change the outcome, change it, right? I mean, it's giving you a prediction of what's coming, right? Now, if everything looks great for the current prediction, you know, then definitely go out. You know, keep doing what you're doing or whatever, right? So those are the ones, those readings where you get the confirmation that, you know, things are happening as they should, things like that. But if you don't like it, then you can change it, right? So you have the power to create your reality in your current moment, right? So Angel Delana Wheat is coming out very strongly, you know, and she's definitely about transformation, new beginnings. Go after things for your heart, right? Taking a look at the shadow side, taking a look at where you've came from, what you've been through, to apply that forward, you know, getting the enlightenment. So for a lot of you, like, you're realizing a lot of these dark situations and relationships and karmics, you're realizing what they were to teach you. It's like when you start to look at things like, what did I learn from this? What did it teach me? Why am I repeating this cycle? Why does this keep happening to me? It's like if you keep surrounding yourself with a certain type of people, it's trying to show you something, right? Something that you need to change about yourself. Why is it a trigger for you? Why are you attracting it? If you're attracting that type of frequency or this type of people or situations or circumstances, it has to do with the frequency that you're holding within. So that allows you to take a look at that and change it. It's like if you're envious, if you're mad, if you're jealous, and you keep getting shown all of this, why? Right? So this is like a really big, like, realization, revelation. A lot of you are realizing, wow, I keep doing this. If I have control over my life, right, the situations and all of that, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep, you know, because you are the magician in your world. You are creating a reality with your thoughts, whether you realize it or not. And for some of you, you create your reality with the people that you surround yourself with. So if you're surrounding yourself by certain people and situations, and like, I know it gets hard with family, right? And you're trying to level up and you're trying to do things, right? You have to change things, right? So for a lot of you, you could be feeling as though you're isolating, you're spending time alone, time to yourself, things like that. But there's a lot coming through. There's major paradigm shifts at this time, because it's like you really feel called at this time to I'm trying to explain what I'm feeling here. Because this is a really major time of like where you're like at crossroads, and you get to decide whether or not you're going to repeat cycles or you're going to start new. And if you start new, you have to take action to take these. It's like this new pathway is not just going to present itself for you. It's not going to just be, well, I keep going how I'm going, or new pathway. Oh, I'm going to pick the new pathway and you go down it. It's not like that. That's how you stay on the current pathway, by not making any changes to your life, by living the day-to-day, by doing what's familiar. How you switch to this new pathway is where you decide, all right, I need to make changes. I need to do things that are different. I need to, hold on, let me check the time. Okay, so this is where you make those changes, right? By doing things that are different. You're starting to look into new opportunities, or new jobs, or career opportunities, new hobbies, new ways of doing things. You decide that you're changing your life, and you're taking steps and actions towards doing new things. That is when you start to shift over. So this is where, maybe you didn't know that. Maybe a lot of you are waiting for all these new opportunities. Like, yes, all these new opportunities are here, but it's like you have to pull them down. You have to pull them to you. You have to meet the universe halfway. It's like if you want to create something, you start to take actions towards it. Maybe you grab a notebook and you start writing down ideas, or you start investigating, if you want to start up a career or business or whatever, what would that look like, right? Well, like, say, don't even focus on money, things like that, because things get gifted to you, things can come to you in imaginative ways, right? So maybe you're starting to write down, what you would need to get started, what you need to research, what you need to learn, what you need to, and you start putting together a plan, and you start doing things that way. That is ways that you can start to take actions and steps. And as you start to do that, you start to put the impressions out there, then the universe starts to respond and starts to bring things to you. And that is definitely a way that you can start to go down this new pathway, doing things different, right? Because they're showing me the Hierophant here and the Ace of Swords. So a lot of you, you're getting the realizations, right? Maybe you had certain blockages, right? Maybe when you decided to pursue something before, there was reasons that were blocking you. And it's like now you're finding other ways, right? Sometimes it's different levels within the mind, right? Because sometimes certain traumas, certain people, sometimes it could be literally a certain person or a belief system or something like that had a block for you, that wasn't allowing you to see things as you normally would. And that's why eclipses are beautiful, for eclipsing out the things that have been creating those big blockages, whether it's a person, right? Whether it's, a job or a friend. Sometimes we're forced, right? That's why eclipses are so beautiful, because they really bring in major change. And a lot of times they will eclipse things out that we won't let go of, that are often more difficult for us to do. Like if you weren't letting go of a family member that was toxic for you, or a friend, or a job that you felt dedicated to because you'd been there for such a long time, things like that. But for whatever reason, like you were tying yourself to it. Well, these are the times that the eclipses come in and could literally make you lose your job or get laid off, or things like that cause you to make that change. You're like, well, this happened, so all right, it's pushing me down a different pathway. So that's why I say to don't ever go against these things. Don't resist them. That you need to go with the flow at this time, right? So it's like, I love this temperance interpretation here where the magic is still pouring out even though she's not mixing anything. And that's the biggest thing that you're told with eclipses, is that don't force anything. Go with the flow. The universe is conspiring for you. The universe is working things out in your favor. All right. So, so really just go with the flow at this time. Things are being worked out and they're being figured out for you. But definitely you're at a very important time where you need to make changes, or you need to choose. You need to choose that. I mean, I really feel this is a time where everybody needs to pursue new things, but I think I just know that because I get so excited for eclipse time because I know that it's eclipsing things out for me, but I haven't been on direct alignment for my highest pathway in a while. Maybe a lot of you aren't wanting to ascend to your highest pathway yet.Maybe you're, you know, you don't feel ready to repeat to go to the next level, and you want to repeat a cycle, and that's fine. I get that. I was at that point a while ago. I remember I was like, I know this is the change that I need to make at this time. I know that this was the lesson I needed to learn, but I'm not ready. I remember thinking, I just have so much going on with my kids and I'm just not ready. So I ultimately knew that yep, I'm going to have to repeat this lesson while I prepare for myself, emotionally, you know, that I still need healing that I need to do, because there's no time frame on healing. Now, a lot of time, it's a lot easier to work with these full moons, big time of releasing and things like that. But for some of you, it's like the universe will call sometimes, time's up, because sometimes we just get too comfortable. And some, it's like, if you ever had that feeling, it's like those, I'm having trouble explaining this. Have you ever been like, I don't deserve this? Like, you tell yourself, I understand that this happened. I accept the actions that I took, but you still feel as though you're not worthy for something because of how you acted, even though you forgive yourself and you understand that the punishment was served or whatever, but you still just don't feel like you count yourself out instead of counting yourself in. Sometimes we do that. Even though we think that we've healed, it's just, maybe have healed from a certain situation, but our worthiness was a factor, or there's something else that's creating a block that's making you not feel as though you're worthy of something. And so this is where the universe sometimes will come in and be like, no, you're worthy of this. So they'll bring these things in, but sometimes we still miss out on these opportunities because we're so used to familiarity. We're so used to, we got caught up in our cycles that we don't see these new opportunities. So sometimes the universe has to make major changes to get us to see these things. All right, so I hope you guys are following. We get a lot of things here. They're showing me the Two of Wands. See how she's saying goodbye to that skull. To me, this is deep things that are coming out. You know, I always get this skeletons in the closet, things like that. I feel that whatever's being let go of here, it's been a long time. I think that she's saying goodbye to something that's really old, outdated. Maybe she had a lot of love and a lot of care for, but she realized that it was dead in the water. It's not going anywhere. It's not growing. It's not. So, you know, and that's why I feel that this change at this juncture, it's very difficult, very challenging, because somebody's put in a lot of time, energy, effort, a lot of work, but ultimately it's not growing, so it's holding you back. Like I said, sometimes it's just certain people, and these people can be our family members, right? And those are the hardest ones, because we say, well, we have love for them, they're family, I can't leave them behind, I can't let them go, right? So we get hung up because you surround yourself, the people you surround yourself too close, is they're creating your reality, right? So, you know, because we co-create with what we're around, the energy, the frequency, right? So, they could be lowering your vibration down, right? And blocking these opportunities and stuff like that. So, yeah, major changes happen. All right, let's get some more cards and see what else is coming out here. So, yeah, there's definitely new beginnings here. Wow, see, there's something to do with love and a King of Pentacles. It's been in my readings all week, and for the longest time, there's a very strong, and Seven of Cups. See, I told you there's big options. I really feel that this new moon's really revealing some new options, right? And it could be clearing up and giving clarity on some options as well. But this King of Pentacles, somebody's got a lot of love for us. King of Pentacles is a provider. You know, this is somebody that is very, very grounded, stable, abundant, like knows how to take care of others, very resourceful, like businessman, entrepreneur, just very grounded, very secure. You know, that's why it's often, like a fatherly energy, right? To me, it's like the minor emperor, right? Almost an emperor, right? Very strong energy, very bold, right? So there's a lot of love, right? For this type of figure. Maybe some of you are wanting this type of figure in your life, or this is you and you have a lot of love, right? But it's been coming out very strongly in my readings. But then there's this Fool card here. So that's higher level of ascension, new beginning, creating. Somebody is definitely not, I was going to say not afraid to create, but see, there is this Nine of Swords. So I'm not feeling like a fear, afraid. It's just there's certain things that are that's keeping somebody up. I'm more feeling this as like sleepless nights, like anxiousness, anxiety. And I think it's because this has been like a long time coming, or there's impending decisions. It's more just getting out. It's like, you know how like that first day of school, like you're really excited and anxious for the first day of school because it's like you don't know what to expect, especially like when you're starting a new school, new everything, because you don't know what to expect. It's like, you can handle it. You know that that once you make it through the first day, like get your feet wet, things like that, like you're going to be okay, right? It's kind of like that. That's what I'm feeling here, because it's like somebody knows that this is a completely new pathway. And it's the uncertainty, and it's so different that's more what I'm feeling. Maybe somebody's just been so used to being in a certain pattern, certain, cycle. Somebody's been, or it's like coming out of isolation, somebody that's been isolated for a very long time, and then all of a sudden coming out of that. Or maybe something made you change, like maybe you've always been with somebody, right? Maybe you've always had like a co-partner or somebody to live with. It's like, say you've always lived with somebody, right? And then all of a sudden now you're going to be going out on this new venture, living by yourself, right? So it's just like a big change. Like, you're more than capable of taking care of yourself, of providing for yourself, right? But maybe you've never done that before. So it's like, you're worried about that, right? Okay, so they're showing me 10 of Pentacles, right? So this has to do with your legacy. There's a lot of wealth tied into this. This is bringing you to a very important timeline, right? It's been a long time coming. 7 of Pentacles are showing me with the Page of Swords. There's been a lot of preparation for this. See, somebody's coming off in this 9 of Cups energy. So I'm getting this energy of somebody's like very in their own energy, very sophisticated. This is somebody that has love on their heart, really wants to go after what they love and desire. For some of you, it may be the opposite, too, about not being alone, but working together with others, maybe moving in with others. Because with the 3 of Pentacles, that's a collaboration and coming together, right? And the Devil's next to the Sun, 3 of Swords. Devil's trying to block something. I don't want to get too carried away. Yesterday, I was getting too carried away in the readings. There's too much energy. I did a reading last night. I'm just so tired and all over the place. Like, I don't want to get drained today, so I'm going to be very light with the readings, right? And not try to take on too much. Maybe I need to cleanse my cards. Because there's been a lot of chaotic energy, and that's a big influence too. Is now all of my children here and everything, so there's 6 of us, right? That are all here. So there's a lot of different energies that I've been picking up on while trying to do my spiritual work too. It's been challenging for me. There's a strong energy with Page of Swords of somebody strategizing, gathering information. Somebody's really had to fight for something. Really had to stand their ground in battle. See, and it's interesting, I'm looking at the claw marks that she has. She's almost dug her own claws into her back here. You've had to have a lot of inner strength and a lot of holding yourself back. See how she's got claw marks on her back, if it'll focus. It's her hand here, and she's hugging herself so tightly that it is creating wounds, right? Can't see it. It almost doesn't even look like her hand. It kind of looks like a man's hand, right? Maybe somebody and I almost wanted to see black swans there. So there's something to do with black swans. Maybe you need to look that up. 2 black swans, right? I'm going to say this is somebody maybe that's really needed to defend themselves, stand their ground, protect themselves. Maybe somebody's been rough and forceful with you. Maybe this is somebody that's been trying to be delicately right, but needing to be more, because she looks like a warrior here at the Page of Swords, right? This is somebody that, you know, she really looks like she's defending herself, putting up a fight. Maybe that's what this is too. Somebody could be in an abusive situation. Picking up on that. Somebody maybe really needing to defend themselves, because I was seeing I don't want to get too much into this. Like I said, I don't want to feel the heaviness too much. Alright, well, yeah, I gotta, my candle just went out. I was told to close out this reading, but really, like, you know what you need to do. It's definitely, stuff's being brought to light for you. There's Tower moment with the 7 of Cups. There's big realizations. Yeah, I said, you know what to do, and they're showing me the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, so maybe this is what's challenging too, is somebody needs to get out of a difficult situation. So, alright, just a second. So 2 of Cups, you really need to focus on loving yourself, choosing yourself, and walking away from a situation. 2 of Cups is a choice. Some of you, yeah, it's just choosing yourself, letting go of a situation. Yeah, putting up boundaries. This is definitely somebody that's needed to battle, defend themselves. And she's not wearing much clothing, right? So it looks like whatever this is, defending yourself, like it's going to put you in a vulnerable position, but you're coming off as victory. Maybe people are going to see this too, right? Alright guys, well I need to go, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to do some more readings later. Definitely watch whatever you feel guided to. Thank you guys so much for liking the videos, subscribing, commenting, love all of that. If you would like to leave me a donation, I do have a Cash App link available down below. It would help me get some more decks and spiritual stuff. I'm going to be starting up doing some other fun things too. I just recently got my first set of runes that I'm learning, and I'm going to be pulling on those like daily, I think, to get some current energies to the collective and teaching you guys that stuff if you're interested. So I'll be adding on and doing different things, so definitely watch more. Yeah, look, they're showing 5 of Cups in the Star card. So there definitely needs to be, yeah, next to the 8 of Cups, there needs to be an ending of something, a walking away, but it's going to lead to healing and wish fulfillment. So something is definitely done. Something was literally meant to get you to stand up for yourself, protect yourself. So, you know, that you need to know that this situation was meant to propel you forward, to teach you this, right? All right, guys, love and light to all of you. Bye.